Hello, I'm Kat, and today is the first day of November, meaning it's time for a monthly wrap-up. November is known for eating a lot of food and defrosting for Christmas. Today was Halloween, and I dressed up as a stick of butter, which I think speaks a lot of volumes about my personality. This was my Halloween costume. I only got 3 pieces of candy. Yeah, it's no longer Halloween. I'm gonna take this. These are all the books I read in October, so let's do a deep dive on them with my unpopular or popular opinion. First book I read, I don't actually have the physical copy of, so I'm gonna do some movie magic / make my sister edit this. So the first book I read was Butcher and Blackbird by Brent Weaver. So far the editing looks pretty good, I can already just tell. Oh my gosh, my cat just came in the frame. Here, let's have a cameo of my cat Teddy. Teddy also dressed up for Halloween. Insert picture. We did a matching costume, but sadly when he had his shirt on, he tried to jump on the counter and did not make it. He fell on his back. For Butcher and Blackbird, it was quite traumatizing, I'd say that much about it. The ice cream scene, what was going on there, that was definitely a choice someone made. Brent Weaver, we will never forgive you for that. The dark romance dynamic, that got me good. The nicknames, I'm a sucker for a good nickname. Next, we have Leather and Lark by Brent Weaver. After Butcher and Blackbird, I just couldn't get enough. That serial killer romance, did not need to do a genre drop there. It was just a fun little fluffy romance, everybody was normal. The pizza scene was going on with her and her obsession with making deranged food. She must have been a mortician in a past life, because how you know this much about limbs and body parts. This book was about a happy-go-lucky, quirky girl and a tall, broody man. Classic, I'll always eat that up. I love sunshine and Grumpy Sunshine, romance. Yeah, I really like this one, especially because it's a signed copy. June, zoom in on this. Signed copy. I think I actually pulled a ligament. I was so excited about that. The book I read this month was Leaving Time by Jodi Picoult. I talked about this in my last and first video, so if you want a more in-depth explanation about this, make sure you click on that one. It had like a fantasy element, so if you like fantasy, then I guess you could read this one. Next book I read was Here One Moment by, don't know how to say that name. Not even gonna try for reasons of saving face. This book was quite funny. I really enjoyed how there's another psychic moment in this book where this really deranged woman just started pointing at people, guessing how they'd die, and then is the VC if it comes true or not. But guys, so sue me. Just because the girl maybe gave people anxiety, maybe haunted people's lives, she also got us a tall gold medalist out of this in swimming. Guys, you already know he's ripped, so I don't want any slander for that. I applaud that woman on that plane. Great work, keep it up. For my next book, I read The Women by Kristen Hanna. This book, I think I gave it 4.5 stars. If you want to learn more about what I said about this book, you can go back to my first video again. Just watch it. What mainly drew me to this was that it was red and everybody was talking about it, and I hate being in situations where I'm not involved in a conversation or know more than everybody else in the room. So that's why I read it. Now I feel superior or on the same level of superiority as everybody else I know. Next, I read Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed. This was definitely a book I read. If you can't tell by my reading choice, I read a lot of books because of the cover, and I think that really bit me in the butt this time. This book was not it. I don't know what Reese, June, zoom in. I don't know what Reese was on this day. If this book is your favorite book and really opened your eyes about racism, then that's great for you. It's about a white woman who's super privileged living in Boston or Philadelphia, one of those two. She writes letters to like officials. Hires this babysitter who is black, and she goes to the store one day and gets picked up by the cops, and it gets filmed by this guy. It's a big plot twist that you'd be like, whoa, that's crazy, if you had the intelligence level of a 3-year-old. Next book I read was Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. If you've not read Better Than the Movies, I'm sorry. Do you need to go to the doctor? Best the best romance book you'll ever stumble upon. Wes Bennett, call me up if you're a real person. Anyways, back to Nothing Like the Movies. This book takes place in Liz and Wes Bennett, my favorite character. It's really cutesy, will they, won't they, second chance, done right. Read this if you have a single romantic happy bone in your body and want to giggle and kick your feet. You don't have to call me a critically acclaimed writer for these books, but this was a 5-star. You try to argue that saying, oh, there was no plot. Oh, this is just a long epilogue. Oh, this was not needed. Go to jail. Next book I read was Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. It was sad. Did I cry? No. That might also just be me as a person. This book was about this guy who lived a really big life. He was kind of a gangster back in the day. And he got hit by a bike, I think, and became a quadriplegic. He gets this caretaker. Her name is Louisa Clark. And she's kind of quirky. She wears really heinous outfits and plays it off as quirk. Girl, please, what are you doing? That is not a look. You looked like you did the Stop and Start challenge at a thrift store. I watched the movie of this yesterday, and I did almost cry. The end would have a more impactful feeling for me if everybody wasn't having discussion about something in my household. Everybody was yapping during the end, so I couldn't really soak it all in, and I feel like that's really accurate for my reading of this book too, because let's just say I was not locked in. This is like Fault in the Stars, and If You Had Been With Me, it just all came together. Next book I read is Two Can Play by Ali Hazelwood. Junior gonna have to edit this one again. Let's just say what I would say about it is that the main guy, bro, tall, athletic, a nerd, pining for 10 plus years, and tall. I don't know if I already said that. He's gigantor, like the size of a fridge times 2. Where are these men IRL? Like, you're telling me that he was pining for this girl he saw once at a Comic-Con convention for 10 years? Did I rate it super highly? Yeah. Am I ashamed of that? Yeah. 4 stars. Maybe I should really branch off from that 4-star mark, because I think I actually rated 7 out of the 9 books I read 4 stars. And that's embarrassing. Okay, guys, that's the end of this video. Dude, is your finger in the clip? A little bit. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit those post notifications. You made it this far in the video. Definitely turn on the comments this time. I pinky promise. Please comment if you've read any of these books, or what books you've read this month. Also comment if you like cats. If you don't, please get out of my video. Thanks!